We are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Homemaking with Denise. And this chat is to just give you an update on my cousin's mastectomy. So on Wednesday, I let you guys know that I wasn't going to be at home because I was going to help care for a cousin who was having a bilateral mastectomy. She had that yesterday. She's doing well, and I'll be home on Monday, but there won't be a video tomorrow. So I won't put up a regularly uploaded video, but what I did think I would do is just share with you a few of the things that we have in the house to help care for her, because in case you have a loved one who is having some kind of surgery, if it's a breast surgery or cardiac surgery, and this area here is going to be involved, I've got some things that I just want to share with you that could be helpful. So I wanted to update you there. So hey, sweet tea. And then hey, Luann, good to have you here. So this post-mastectomy for you two is not me. It's my cousin who I'm here to care for. And I wanted to just share things went well yesterday. She's on her way home. She'll be here within the next 10 minutes or so. So I just wanted to come on and let you guys see some of the things that we're going to be using to care for her in case you guys had that same situation come up. So one of the first things I want to share is this mastectomy pillow. And when I worked with another family member who had had this same operation, this mastectomy pillow proved to be invaluable for her, because when she was lying back in her recliner or sitting in a chair, she could put this in front of her, and it just provided some additional comfort and support, because as you know, this whole area here is tender, and my cousin did have both of the breasts removed, so both sides are going to be somewhat uncomfortable. And I shouldn't just say uncomfortable, they're going to be painful. This is going to be past the discomfort point. So this pillow here would be good. And the nice thing about this pillow is that it's got pockets in the front. So if you wanted to put a cell phone, some tissue, or things like that in the pockets, you've got that. And then it also provides an armrest. But this one also has an adjustable belt to help you adjust it to your body, but on the inside it's got another set of pockets, and with this additional set of pockets you can put in an ice pack. Let me grab it. I just put it in the fridge, but let me grab it real quick. Because I just wanted you guys to see what are some of the things that can just be so helpful. So you've got this set of pockets here, and you can take this hot or cold pack, and it comes in the kit, but you can put it in here like so, and then you take this belt to adjust it to your body, and then you've got the ice pack, or the hot or cold therapy where you need it. So I wanted to be sure and show this, because my last relative that had her bilateral mastectomy, this was so helpful to her. So I'll get that back in the freezer in a minute. But this particular kit also comes with a seat belt pillow. Now, this seat belt pillow, you unfold the little Velcro clamps, and then you wrap it around the seat belt like that. And then when you're in the car on the way home from the hospital, then, and she got two. So the person that's bringing her home has one in the car, and then we have this one. This one came with the kit. But you wrap it around the seat belt, and then once you're in the car, you clip the seat belt in place. You can feed this up and down, move it up and down to get it wherever you need it, so that you're comfortable, or the person you're caring for is comfortable. And this thing, both of these are completely washable, so they're very nice to have. This is a must-have comfort companion for someone post-mastectomy, or if they've had a cardiac surgery as well. So I'm going to set those aside. And then a neck pillow, when they're up in the chair, sometimes a little pillow behind their neck to kind of help keep them in a good position would also be helpful. So I wanted to be sure and show that. And then there's a couple other things though that you may not think about. And I'll start speaking to people in just a minute, but I wanted to make sure I showed all the products first. So one of the other things that you will need, because your person is probably going to have drains if they have the breast removed. It's different from a lumpectomy, which you may just have just a little small incision and not a bunch of drains. But if you have the breast removed or both breasts removed, then you'll have drains. So you'll also need little pouches like this. And what these do is you wrap them around the chest. And there's they wrap them around the chest, and then you can tuck the drain down inside the pocket. And that just provides additional support because the drains will be underneath the breast like so. And they're shaped like little grenades, and then they fill up with fluid. And so they can get to be a little bit heavy because, you know, they're attached to the body with sutures. So these kind of little drain pouches are helpful. So these are some of the things that we have here to help care for her. Now, something else that one of my nieces sent, which I thought, oh, that's a great idea, because, you know, when you first come home, you can't get them into the shower for several days. So she sent these honey pot intimate wipes. And so with these intimate wipes, they're particularly for ladies' intimate parts. They help with dryness and pH balance and all of that. But you can also use them on the body and on the face. So you're not going to be getting them into the shower, and you may not be carrying a pan of water back and forth depending upon your level of ability to care for them. So some intimate wipes to help with the lady parts could be very helpful. And then something else that we do is that these are these face cloths, and they're kind of disposable, eco-friendly, biodegradable face cloths. But look at these. You would use these in the care of them instead of regular towels and things like that. No cloth towels right now, because keeping everything as clean as possible and infection free is of the utmost importance. So no regular towels or washcloths. So we're going to be using these face cloths, these disposable face cloths in her care. And she'll also use either paper towels to dry her hands and that kind of thing. So this is something else that could be very helpful. And also I found these face cleansing wipes, because sometimes, you know, you just want to feel a little fresher, just want to wipe your face. And so we can use these as well. So these are the things that we're going to be using. We also have these shirts that button up the front, they open up, and they've got like a little pocket on the inside that you can put the drain in. Her friend took it to the hospital with them, so I was thinking they thought they might put that on her for the ride home. So I don't have that to show you. But what I might do later is, if I can access it to show you guys, I'll take a picture of it and I'll send it. Maybe I'll put the picture on my community tab. But I wanted to get this done before she came home, so that when she's here, I can just focus on her. So, okay, so now let me see who's here and see what questions you guys might have. And let's make sure I don't knock the phone over, because you guys knew I'm good at that. Okay, so Sweet Tea, thank you so much for joining me. And Luann, thank you for joining me. And I know you were probably like, what, when you saw the title? But it's not me. We talked about this on the show Wednesday. Miss Leona's, one of her daughter-in-laws is having surgery on Monday for breast cancer. And then my cousin had surgery yesterday for breast cancer. And so I'm just kind of sharing the update with that. And then my secondhand life, good morning. And Erica, please, thank you so much that the surgery went well. Now we just need to pray for continued healing. So Alexandria said that, thank you for calling me an angel. My husband might disagree with that, but thank you. But she says that You guys cared for your mother after a similar event. Yeah, we cared for our mother. Me and my sister Mickey Blue Skies, we cared for our mom too. Trisha D's hello, and Gina, and all of you that are saying prayers for healing. We appreciate it. We definitely appreciate that there. So Kathleen, hello, Kathleen Fincher is here as well. So I know these aren't the usual kind of products that I would share, but I thought just like we had to learn by experience what were some of the things we needed in caring for a family member with this kind of a procedure. I thought other people out there may be going through that and they're going to need to know some of this too. So there's no point in learning the hard way. So I will put a link in the description box for like post-op care, mastectomy, some things that you can use. But yeah, that's where we are. So yeah, so good morning, Donna. I appreciate you being here as well. Um, I can't think of anything else to share with you guys at this point in time, other than no regular video tomorrow because didn't have time to work on that. And I'll be back home on Monday and I'll get back in sync. So I may be able to put up a few shorts, but other than that, you won't be seeing much from me here because I'm going to be busy doing other things. So yeah, I can't think of what else I might want to share. I guess the biggest thing is that mastectomy pillow is helpful when they're trying to be comfortable at home. The seat belt protector, that's important because you come home from the hospital and you've got to follow up doctor's appointments because that area is going to be painful for a while. And one of the things that we did for a family member a couple of years ago was that one of her friends got a meal train started so that different ones of them sent food to the family every day for like a week or 2 weeks because, of course, the mom wasn't able to do any cooking. And I cooked every now and then, but it was so helpful to have meals come in that I could just heat up to serve everybody and could focus on the family member rather than have to worry about that. So those are just some things to think about. And hello, Suni. Glad to have you here as well. So again, if you guys could just continue to send prayers of healing, I will appreciate that. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.